Hello. Hi everybody. Welcome. You may notice that I took the compressor off. What else have I done? I mildly adjusted the my preamp. And so hopefully now it will be a little bit easier listening, and it will incorporate if you have a high quality headset. I want to stop limiting it. It might sound bad on my low quality desktop speakers, but it also sounded worse over high end headphones or audio devices. And so just running the limiter and the expander now, and I think I will likely keep with this. And I actually also changed the compressor on like the game audio and stuff a little bit. Um, But yeah, just more updates. Always a lot of updates. Um, Probably not the greatest idea oops, to squeeze the tea bags with my hand. Squeeze the tea bags. Everything looks good. Yep, it sure does. Everything looks plenty good. Not a whole lot new with me. Yeah, I've pretty much been doing the same thing since yesterday. Just uh, not a whole lot. But hey, I figured perhaps I can average volume. I figured perhaps I can even um what do you call it? Perhaps I can even um play video games. I don't know what to say. Hmm. Yep, not a whole lot of news. Money is on its way, hopefully, eventually. But really, money doesn't change anything. I have everything I could ever really want right here. With the last little bit of money that I had, I already purchased all this fancy mic stuff and streamer stuff, etc. Hmm, testing. Yo, just Chris, what's up? Moin. Wow, thank you for stopping in. You're my first customer. How you doing, just Chris? Or I'll just call you Chris. No, I'll call you 10. How's it going, 10 underscore? How you been, 10? Ben 10. Um, New name, yeah, is a little more personal. It's got my real name in it. Nick Elixir. Or someone was calling me Nickel. Nickel Ixer. Nickel Ixer. And whatever. Nikki licks her. The her being this deer here. I licked her. Nick Elixir. It's cute. I licked her right on this nose, right here. No, that's not much of a nose. Man, this thing is kind of disturbing. I don't think I like it. It's just that vacant stare with them big eyeballs. Big ears, big eyeballs, like this tuft of fur on the head. It looks like a pretty normal deer, except that its snout is too small and its nose. I wonder if this one is like a mutant. It's mutated. Anywho, the news here. What kind of news we got today? Yeah, I think I might have to blow my nose. Video: world's first humanoid robot deploys drone that drives and flies from its back. Awesome. Awesome. The worst ways to die according to scientists. I always heard that Jesus's death was like on the cross was one of the worst ways to die. But then there was some like Scottish king who died an even worse way. Not everyone gets to die in their sleep at the age of 100, after all. That is true. That is very true. Well, it looks like that one's just a video to watch. The plight of the trophy husbands. Why is there a bunch of husband and wife stuff? I clicked on like one. Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you, thank you. Like, there's nothing wrong, but it's just the main thing I do with my life is, since I'm not working right now, is stream. And I'm a little down on myself because the stream hasn't been going great. Like, I got all this pricey audio equipment and stuff, and upgraded my computer, etc., with the intention of, man, I'm gonna, become a big streamer, make all these friends online. But for one thing, expensive audio equipment is overrated. Most people use cheaper microphones where it like smooths over the sound and rolls off the low and the high end, like a Shure microphone, Shure SM7B, whatever. Those are cheaper than the microphone that I have, and they sound better. No matter what I do with my preamp, microphone, the OBS mic settings, compressor, all that, I just can't get like a nice broadcaster Shure SM7B tone out of my microphone. But honestly, it's okay because it's pretty much my natural voice. And so wouldn't want to deceive the viewers, But and also the stream, no one really joins. I just play video games by myself. Say a day, but that's all right. I'd be doing it anyways, so might as well stream it. things at the estate are going fine. We're getting toward the end here. I think we got a realtor, and he's going to sell the house. And then hopefully eventually I'll get some money. Um, I hope that it'll be enough money to get like a small house of my own, and I can move out of this apartment. Um, but then usually there's nothing wrong with an apartment. For a public place of living with, like 30 other people or whatever, it's pretty quiet. It's in like a moderate size, like smallish rural town. There's a lot of traffic in town, but even if I moved into a house, there's going to be traffic no matter where you go. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just somewhat unsatisfied with my life and myself, I guess. And exercising is another thing. I always tell myself I'm gonna exercise. I do good for a couple days and then uh, peter out. I lose motivation to exercise. Um, and then I get disappointed and fatter. Whatever though, it doesn't really matter. I mean, most people above 30 years old, I would assume, are not like skinny. And my body type, I've never been like super fit or thin or nothing. uh, Even when I was like a teenager in high school, or whatever, I was a little bit thinner, but I don't know, not to say that I'm super thick. Damn, he thick. No, I'm not like super thick, just a little thick. But I'm hyper fixating on that because nothing really happens in my life. I don't see any girls or anything. I don't see family too much because they all live far away, like many hours away, at least 3 hours away. And well, my brother, well, half brother, he lives closer, but he's not uh not fun to hang out with, you know. Hmm. Charlie XCX responds to Taylor Swift feud following actually romantic diss track. I didn't hear that. NFL legend Jason Kelsey. I thought, wasn't it like Nathan Kelsey or something? Is that Taylor Swift's fiance? And I thought Windows News would be better than the Google News because the article seemed more entertaining. But now that I clicked on a couple Taylor Swift things, that's all it's showing me. Because like the cookies or the, tracking or whatever, it's tracking me and thinks I'm super interested in Taylor Swift. Not really. Cayman walks calmly with anaconda wrapped around its body. Anaconda, okay, volume good. I took the compressor off, and so it should sound a little more natural. Gonna lurk. All right. I'll be playing Little Nightmares shortly here. 19 cartoon characters that were quietly erased from American TV. There's a lot of cartoon characters that aren't around anymore. Speedy Gonzales, uh, most of the Looney Tunes, right? Except for Donald Duck and Daffy Duck and stuff. So which ones? Johnny Quest. Never saw that. Pepe Le Pew. He was a Looney Tune, wasn't he? Minerva Mink. Don't know that either. Franklin from Peanuts. Yeah, Charlie Brown is not really around anymore. The Fonz from Happy Days cartoons. Cartman's mom. Did she die? Canonically? The Smurfs. Yeah, that's an old show. The Pink Panther. Seen that. Animaniacs. Seen that. A lot like Looney Tunes. The Trix Rabbit. They don't sell Trix anymore. Trix cereal. The Raccoons. Cyril Sneer. Porky Pig. His overuse of "that's all, folks." I say that sometimes. Elmira Duff. Tiny Toons, Animaniacs, Looney Tunes, aren't they all the same thing? Snagglepuss, that's a Pink Panther off-brand. FIFA La Fume, Tiny Toons again. Fat Albert. I remember Fat Albert. There were a couple people I worked with in the past that everyone called Fat Albert. Captain Caveman Teen Angels. I've seen that nut thing before. Nut? Never saw the show, though. Monterey Jack from Chip and Dale. Yeah, Chip and Dale is like a Disney IP that hasn't been around too much recently. First shoplifters to be tagged, revealed by police. To be tagged, what does it mean? Fans dubbed Sabrina Carpenter Country Barbie, seeing her in micro shorts and cowboy boots. Micro shorts and cowboy boots. I know y'all want to see that. Oh, it doesn't have the picture. I wanted to see that. Exploring abandoned Buddhist temple in Japan. Gen Z drinkers leave bartenders frustrated with shrinking tips as terrible trend emerges. A lot of Gen Z stuff as well. Like it thinks I'm Gen Z. I'm gonna go back and see, why am I seeing this? For a more personalized feed with Discover. Oh, my true email. Recommended options, Earth Science. Gaming. Hobbies and interests, sure. Skincare, no. Meteorology, no. Education and learning, meh. Artificial intelligence, Minecraft, no. Wildlife, sure. Mental wellness. What was that one? Hiking? But it's just gonna recommend like places to hike, and I don't really go too many places, so. Comics are usually interesting because it'll show actual comics. Those are entertaining. Okay. Hmm. All right. Um, Man, I wish I could just sit here and talk, just hang out, I suppose. Listening to the nice music, but I don't think I can do that. It would be too boring for everyone, and I would run out of things to say. All right, levels seem okay. Oh, I skipped over a couple things today. So let's learn about this deer fellow, the fern fellow. Oh, it's a dik-dik. Kirk's dik-dik in Namibia. It took the help of a telephoto to capture this little antelope's extreme close-up. You can't tell by the photo's stark depth of field. Notice the crisp focus on the eyes that turns soft toward the nose. Yeah. Depth of field. I usually turn that setting off in video games. Now they're forcing you to view it in Windows. Man, that's tyranny. Um, Tiny in stature, the Kirk's dik-dik survives on supreme skittishness, hiding away in scrubby thickets from predators and photographers alike. when an when a female dik-dik is startled, it'll take off like a shot in a zigzagging 25-mile-per-hour sprint, chattering warnings to its fellows with an onomatopoeic shout of dick dick dick. Kirk's dik-dik is split into two populations in eastern and southwestern Africa. The west coaster was spotted in the wilds of Namibia in its habitat along the Fish River. Wow, they called a river just the Fish River. The Wet River, Water River, Fish River. All right, nice. So it's a dik-dik, is it? Kirk's dik-dik in Namibia. Cool. And what is today? Today is National Fossil Day. The most exciting fossil finds in recent years. Story by Hanner Foster Rowe. Hanner. Unburied treasures. Planet Earth is at least 4.5 billion years old, with its past inhabitants ranging from ferocious sea monsters and giant winged beasts to early species of apes and humans. In recent times, remarkable discoveries have cropped up all over the world, expanding our knowledge of what once roamed the land, circled the skies, and ruled the oceans. Here, we explore some of the best fossil finds from the 21st century, which have helped unlock natural history's most fascinating secrets. Click through the gallery to dig into the best fossil discoveries of recent times. Let's just look at the cool ones. They found an ankylosaur's voice box in Mongolia. Huh. Supersized penguin, New Zealand. There used to be giant penguins as well. A lot of animals used to be giant, like there's a saber-toothed tiger. It used to be like 20 feet long or something.